Hello YouTube modelists, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers. So I'm going to do a quick mail call. Received shop card from Terry, Hobby Barn, likes to be called Senior, a pillar in our YouTube modeling community. Always shows up on a lot of live streams. So Terry, thanks for the card. I also received a shop card from Gary, Mr. G Seeds. His paint jobs are incredible, especially his tutorials. This kind of paint job is not unusual for him. It's very common, and his paint jobs are excellent, both on his one-to-one and models, motorcycle gas tanks, things of that sort. It's also double-sided, so that's very, very cool. And we also received a shop card from Terry. Beautiful shop card. I would think it's a GTX because I don't see the Roadrunner on the side, so I think it's a GTX. But anyway, nice shop card. Terry does great car models, so go check out all three channels if you haven't done so already. I will have their links in the description. And thank you very much for the kind words from all three of you in the back. So I will be back with a bench update. This is where we are at with my NASCAR group build, the Western Auto or Chevy Lumina Days of Thunder City Chevrolet. So most of the parts have already been painted. As you can tell, I did the black border or fritz for the windows. Painted the chrome parts that should be black. A few videos ago, the fan motor went on my spray booth, paint booth I mean, so I had to revert back to spray cans for most of these smaller parts. But the major parts I went back to the airbrushing. So most of the parts are painted, and the reason why I like monogram is because look at this molding, the mold detail. So for example, on this one, it is not a decal. I was able to use the highlights. You can actually read RPM, fuel, oil. So that one I actually just use the highlights. So I use a combination of the ultra fine Sharpie, and I highly recommend this. For the whites is the Jelly Roll. I bought the variation in tips, and they're excellent for doing these tires. So I highly recommend the Jelly Rolls if you want to do the white lettering on the tires. I try to make the center caps same color. Now I know why a lot of you guys don't include the NASCAR drivers, because they're a pain to put in, especially since I like to assemble the roll cage all at once. I can spray paint it all gray. So what I'm going to have to do is stick in the torso after I paint it. I don't have the decals that say City Chevrolet, so I'm going to have to freehand all the sponsorship, racing suit and all that, and then stick the seat in, then stick the steering wheel in, and then I'll have to put the arms in individually. So it'll have to be a three-piece process, and last I'll probably glue his head in. The chairs, since I'm putting in a driver, I have to cut out the sides as per instructions, but mostly everything has been painted as colorful as possible. Even the detail in the gas pedal, the machined gas pedal with the holes in it, the drilled holes to lighten it. And as far as the chassis, I've detailed and made it as colorful as I can. Fuel tank with the combination brass metal parts. Red tank underneath. And as far as color goes, I wanted to try Mr. Hobby, so I originally ordered Mr. Color, but I believe Mr. Color is solvent based, which has a little bit of lacquer in it, and I am very conscientious of the smell, so it probably doesn't smell as bad, but the fact that it has lacquer in it, so I had to return it, and I end up getting ACRYSION. They also make a CREOS, which I think is purely water-based, but as far as the colors I need, and I wanted this model to really pop, so I end up going for fluorescent. But you could probably make do with bright yellow and bright green, but I end up going for fluorescent. So the yellow, which I applied first, hold on. The color is accurate, so I use that in the meantime, but the fluorescent green is not what it's supposed to be, and I stirred it too, but I have a feeling this is either old stock or it was subject to ultraviolet rays, because even the cap was really hard to turn off. You can even see how where some of that residue build up on the cap, kind of like a shellac when it dried. So even this one too, I ordered 2 cans. You really just need 1, but I didn't want to run short on color, so I ordered 2, but you really just need 1 because it's like concentrate. I highly recommend this Mr. Color leveling thinner. I tried going cheap and putting in half leveling thinner and half Tamiya thinner, but it provided a inconsistent color sheen to it, because I think this is not as shiny, but somehow the leveling thinner is excellent because it's a retardant, so it slows down the drying process, allows all the color to pool together and level out, and then this is what I have so far. One of the best paint jobs so far. I got a little bit of lint on it, but I wet sanded it off, but it's pretty good. This is before polishing and before clear coating. So as far as clear coat goes, I also bought ACRYSION. It does have a flammable sign in the back, so I don't think it's truly water-based like CREOS, but Mr. Color I couldn't do. For the gray, I use light gold gray, and of course you already saw the fluorescent yellow and fluorescent green. It was so hard to open, I even tried using a pair of pliers to open it, but basically I just had to play with the cap and squeeze it. So that's where we are at now. So I'm going to start assembling it, but the driver is going to cause a little bit of a challenge, and then I would like to go back and retrofit my Mellow Yellow and Home Depot also with NASCAR drivers. Of course, I also have the rest of the accessories like the tool chest, the half fuel tank, the jack, and some other NASCAR accessories that came with it. So that's where we are now. So hopefully I can slap this thing together in another week or 2. And then as far as the other kits, I still haven't touched the vet yet. Even though I pre-painted it yellow, it was this kit right over here. And then also the fighter plane, the F-15, I haven't done anything on it. After this, I probably will maybe double dip into a kit that can serve as the Armed Forces group build and also as a buddy build, but we'll announce that when we get to it. So let me finish this kit up, and then hopefully I had to reorder this fluorescent green. Hopefully it'll be a better bottle, and when I get that, I can finish the spraying on the body and whatever parts still need the green, and then hopefully the driver will be ready by then. So that's where we are at now. I ordered fluorescent green and bright green, so I'll take a look at the color and see which one I decide on. But I mean, you guys can just do it with bright yellow and bright green. I just wanted to do fluorescent because I wanted it to really pop. So that's where we are at now. Thanks.